My name is John Fry. I'm the engineering manager with the Santa Barbara County Flood Control District, and we are the local sponsors of this hydromulching project that's going on right now. The project is in response to the Hydromulching fire, which came through in May of this year, and the main purpose for this project is to provide an erosion control element to our winter response plan. The hydromulching operation is by far and away the costliest of our emergency response measures. This contract is on the order of $3.2 million. 75% of that amount will be picked up by the NRCS, which is the Natural Resources Conservation Service. They've been great partners with the local county flood control district over a number of recent disasters, and they are a firm supporter of this project. The hydromulch provides a protective measure against potential erosion, which all estimates are predicting extensive amounts, even under annual average rainfall conditions. And so this project is going to greatly benefit the entire community that sits below the burn area. So that would be the city of Santa Barbara for the Hydromulching fire, but we could also say the same thing about the city of Goleta with the Gap fire. In fact, the airport right behind us is going to benefit from this work too, because it all comes down to the hills, gets into the creeks, and works its way down to the ocean. The work that's taking place under this contract is fully on private property, and in order for us to do this work, we had to get permission in writing from every property owner. And let me tell you, there wasn't a single property owner that did not want it on their property. So the public support has been tremendous, and I think that everybody realizes that this is a regional problem that we're trying to speak to here, and it's only with the resources of up to the federal government, including, that we're able to take on this type of project. The logistics between the funding, the securing property rights, to bringing in a contractor, lining up the coordination with the Santa Barbara Airport and the FAA, it's just been tremendous how it's all come together. Technically speaking, we think the project is going very well. The contractor is an expert at this. There's not too many contractors that do this type of work. We've got a lot of inspection both here at the airport and out in the field, and working closely in cooperation with the contractor. Technically, we think the work is going very well. The Hydromulching fire itself was on the order of about 9,000 acres. Now, when we did our assessment of what ground would be appropriate for this type of technique, we ended up with about roughly 1,000 acres. There's a set of criteria that goes into it, including the severity of the burn, the steepness of the hillside, infrastructure, etc., that we're not going to apply this material to. It's an expensive process, and we're not going to be wasting it in areas that don't fall into that list of criteria. The entire burn area is going to be subject to erosion, no question about that. What this measure is applied to is a range of slopes. Above a 60% slope, which means that in a horizontal length of 100 feet, a rise of 60 feet, that would be a 60% slope. Anything steeper than that, this stuff is not totally effective. Anything less than a 25% slope, it doesn't add that much to it, and so we exclude those areas too. So a slope range between 25 and 60% is what our target is. Low severity burns we're not going to hit, but moderate and high severity burns we will hit. And then the infrastructure, of course, the roads, the homes, the Edison transmission lines, the lower reservoir, orchards, those are the types of things that we are going to exclude from this process here. The specification was changed to require a 100% certified plastics-free material. So we've got inspectors down here that are diligently checking the materials going in, and we're very confident that we're getting what we specified. Originally, for the 1,000 acres, it was anticipated to take 22 days. But we're into our 15th day right now, and of those 15 days, we've only had about 3 days of full day flying. The fog has been thick and heavy, and that's been keeping the planes on the ground. So we're at about 55% through as of today. So you could expect another couple weeks of this work. Now we're hoping that the fog goes away, and perhaps that can quicken the pace, and maybe we'll finish a little sooner. One other thing that I would like to say on behalf of the Flood Control District is to express deep appreciation to the funding agencies, especially the NRCS, CalEMA, and our local partners, because without those extended resources, we would not be in a position to be able to undertake this work. And it's in line with the emergency that the Jesucita fire itself constituted. Once the fire was put out, doesn't mean now that in the upcoming winter all our problems have gone away. So I want to express appreciation to them. We strongly feel that the work is a benefit to the community, and past applications and other projects have proven that to be the case. So once again, we appreciate the understanding of the community while this work takes place.